I think race and ethnicity are different things. I think that race is a social construct that was created to divide us based on our appearance. And I think that ethnicity is more based on your personal identity and where you come from, and race is, it's a lot harder to stick people into racial boxes because you can look very similar to someone who has a completely different ethnicity, and it just gets very complicated.
What race do you identify as?
Black. I'm mixed, but black.
How would you define race?
I think race is a social construct based on the color of one's skin.
What race do you identify as?
White.
First question, how would you define race?
What people's skin color is.
Okay. And what race do you identify as?
I'd identify as pinko gray.
As what?
Pinko gray.
Pinko gray. Okay.
On the side of like having advantages of being Filipino American, I guess, because there's such a migration, such a long history, we've been able to like build up a community here in the United States, and we're like the second largest Asian population in America. However, you see us so little, I think, in like mainstream media, in the political arena, even economically, like, we don't have a vibrant like business base or economic base in the United States. We hold no very high political positions in the United States, whether that be at the local, state, or national level. There are a few here and there, but the fact that we are the second largest population of Asians in the United States, I mean, like, we're talking millions, and that we don't hold any kind of political power is really, really sad.
Disadvantages, just the astonishing amount of white privilege that exists in our country, and the fact you have to deal with the after effects of white privilege. And advantages, I think that we have a really rich culture and a beautiful history, even if it is a tragic one. I think that it's great to be able to immerse yourself in that.
The advantage of being white is that because there are lots of positive stereotypes based on the white race, I probably get assumed good intentions often by passerby on the street, police officers, teachers, people at cafes. Negative, all I can ever think of is maybe that people might, like, not blame me, but I might feel responsibility for the racism in America.
Disadvantages, I'll start with. Getting followed around stores, having people look back at you on the street or on the sidewalk or in the elevator and think that you're there to hurt them or rob them. Those are some of the assumptions. Now the advantages are, and I think the advantages are significant, is that black people have a perspective on life in the country that most people do not have.
Anything you want it to be. Just as long as it's not derived, like it's selfish and greedy and cruel, like if you're trying to help someone you love, then it's okay.
It's like, again, I think it's just a storyline created to take advantage of people.
My American dream is to live how I live, just no global warming.
Do you believe you can achieve this dream?
Yes, no, maybe so.
And what would that be for you?
That would be that people would learn to be less crappy in society and just like get over their differences and just get along and then, like not beat each other up and like do weird political stuff that makes no sense whatsoever just because they hold some weird, irrelevant grudge.